Peter? Peter, is that you?
Yes, Grandpa. Who else would it be?
Peter, come in here. I want to talk to you.
What, Grandpa?
You know what? If I'm not mistaken, school was out 2 hours ago. Where have you been?
Oh, just walking around.
Oh, I see. Got a detention, didn't you?
Aw, jeez. Did Miss Kirkland call you? I can't believe she called you. It's my first detention of the year.
Now, don't go blaming her. She didn't call me. You seem to forget that I've raised 4 children, including your mother. I know a detention face when I see one. What happened?
Nothing. I was just sitting there thinking, and she asked me this question. Then she gets all angry, and this guy...
Listen, Peter. Take my advice. When you're in school, stay awake and do what the teachers tell you to do. Save your thinking until you get home. All right?
Yes, Grandpa.
Good. Tomorrow's another day, so let's forget about it and get some dinner.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on now. I've got some of those newfangled gourmet TV dinners supposed to have been cooked by authentic TV gourmet chefs.
No, thanks. I think I'll just go to bed.
Obviously, something else is bothering you.
You wouldn't understand.
Oh, try me. You'd be surprised at what a person can learn in 60-odd years.
Things are more complicated than when you were a kid.
Oh, is that so? How do you figure that?
I've seen Little House on the Prairie. It wasn't all that heavy.
Well, try me anyway. We pilgrims had problems too, you know.
It's just that there's this dance, and this girl I was thinking of asking, but she hates my guts.
And she hates your guts? Well, I see where that could be a bit of an obstacle to romance.
It's not funny, Grandpa.
I'm sorry. I know it's rough. Luckily, there were girls when I was young, too. You know, I had a similar problem when I was just about your age. Come on and I'll tell you a story.
Don't you think I'm a bit big for the knee?
Nonsense. This is a knee story. Come on, come here. Oh. Actually, on second thought, maybe this is more of a sit-on-the-floor story. Oh, all right, that's better. Now, when I was just about your age, there was a girl named Margaret Findlay, but everybody just called her Maggie. Anyway, she was one of the cutest little blondes in the whole school. All the guys had their eye on her, including me. The only problem was she didn't even know I was alive. Or if she did, she sure didn't show it.
Sounds like I take after you, Grandpa.
In any case, I resolved to win her over. And I tried desperately to think of something that would catch her fancy. Now, when I was a lad your age, I was quite a bookworm, so it was only natural that I went to my father's library looking for advice. And there I found an old book full of romantic tales about gallant knights and lovely princesses. I think it's still around here someplace.
You used a book of fairy tales for ideas?
Now, there's a lot of fine advice in this book. Anyway, in one of the stories, there was a knight who took off his cape and threw it over a puddle so that a princess might cross over it without getting her feet wet. Well, this seemed like a great idea to me. I felt sure that any girl would appreciate such a chivalrous and romantic gesture. So the next rainy day, I decided to try out my plan. Now, there was a great big puddle right in front of the door to the school. And after class, I rushed out ahead of the other students. And when I saw Maggie coming, I whisked off my jacket and threw it over the puddle. Well, the next thing I knew, the whole class was trampling my jacket into the muck.
Bet your mom freaked out.
It was a brand new jacket as well. She sure tanned my hide that time.
Did Maggie notice you after that?
Oh, she noticed me all right. She thought I was a lunatic and avoided me like the plague.
That stinks.
Ah, but as a result, another pretty girl in the class did go out with me. And later, she became my wife for 42 wonderful years.
So Grandma thought it was cool to throw your jacket on the puddle.
Well, that's another story. Let's get some dinner.
Come on, Grandpa, what happened?
Well, actually, your grandmother thought I was crazy too. But later that year, the other girls dared her to go out with me, and the rest is history. So you see how things can work out?
Gee, Great story, Grandpa. Thanks. Think I'll go to bed now.
All right. But that's all the more TV gourmet dinner for me.
These are kids' stories. What's this? Emto Emok Spirte Kitanmor. Whoa.
Greetings, O melancholic human. I am your faithful servant Sprite, who hath hastened here to aid you.
Right on. What are you, a fairy or something?
A fairy? I should not have quickened your summons had I known you would insult me so. I, sir, am a sprite.